You can't steer a parked car and nobody lines up to follow one. Hey guys, Dan Greer with Forge coming at you today to chat all about how nobody follows a parked car. Ironically, that's the last chapter of my book. Leaders move. Growth requires motion, not perfection. Start where you are with what you've got and keep rolling forward. Guys, motion creates momentum. Waiting for the perfect plan is going to stall progress. Movement, even the smallest steps, builds traction. Think about this for a second. Let's say that you want to start running. Have any of you ever all started running before? What happens the first day you go out just thinking about running? What happens if you're not a runner? You're like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm sweaty. Oh, that's a lot of work. I'm not going to do it. That is doubt. That is not motion. That is your brain stopping you from actually taking motion. Okay. So once you make the decision that you're going to go out and start running, that's creating motion. Okay. What happens the first time you go out? The first time you go out, you're like quarter mile and you're like, oh, this is good. Half mile and you're like, oh, I'm going to die. Right. And then what happens? So then you slow down a little bit. Right. And then you go back. And then the next day you go, okay, I'm out. I've made motion. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing this. Right. The next day you go out and you run a mile or 3/4 of a mile instead of a half a mile. Right. And you still feel like you're going to die, but you're running a little bit more. And maybe your mile, maybe it takes you 18 minutes to run a mile. I know that's like walking, but still, maybe it takes you 18 minutes to run that mile. Okay. Just don't make fun of me. I'm just telling you like what I've done. Okay. I know y'all are laughing. You're like 18-minute mile. My oldest son will be laughing at me like nothing else right now. Anyways, I digress. The next day, what happens? You go out. Now then you run 1.25 miles. The next day you go out and you run 1.5 miles. The next day you go out and you're 1.75 miles. The next day you go out and you run 2 miles. Okay, yeah, it's taking you 18 minutes a mile, but you're still doing it. You're making motion. You're making momentum. You're moving. Now all of a sudden you're running 2 miles a day and you're like, oh, hey, I don't want to run an 18-minute mile. I want to run faster. So you pick up the pace for the first mile. And the first mile is a 15-minute mile and the second mile is an 18-minute mile. Then you go out again and you go, and then the next day, both miles are 15-minute miles. And then the next day, the first mile is 13 minutes. The second mile is 15 minutes. Do you see how you're creating momentum? Now all of a sudden you're running 10-minute miles all the time. Because you know why? Because that's what you do. You're gaining momentum as you go through this. You're gaining traction as you do it. And leadership is very much the same way, right? Leaders go first. People follow visible action, not just good intentions. If I have the intent to work out, if I have the intent to get down and do push-ups right now, what happens? Nobody knows. I can say I have the intent to go do push-ups all the time. You're thinking, oh yeah, I'd love to see Dan do some push-ups right now, right? But the truth is me having the intent doesn't make you want to do push-ups, does it? No, but if I get down on the floor right now and I do 10 push-ups, what happens? Now all of a sudden you're like, oh, if he did them, I can do them, right? And if I do them every night consistently, what happens? Now all of a sudden you're like, man, he's doing them, I can do them too. Now we're both doing 10 push-ups together every single day. What happens if we do 10 push-ups a day for a month? By the end of that month, how many do you think we could do? We could actually probably upgrade. We could probably do more than 10, right? You see what I'm saying? Leaders not only have good intentions, they have actions. Your willingness to move, your willingness to go start running, your willingness to go do push-ups, to take the lead is what's going to make others move forward as well. Don't be afraid to start where you are. No matter where you are right now, don't wait for better timing. Don't wait for more money. Don't wait for perfect conditions. You know what happens if you wait for perfect conditions to have kids? You're never going to have them. It's never perfect. Do you know what happens if you wait for the perfect time to start a business? You're never going to start it. It's never perfect. If I waited for the perfect time to start running, I would go out and get a brand new pair of shoes, brand new pair of shorts, brand new shirt, and I would find the perfect day where there's just the right breeze and I'm on the ocean and I'm running with the breeze in my hair and I can smell the salt water coming at me, right? And it's flat, right? But do I win anything if I do that? Do I gain anything? No, because then that's just intention and I'm waiting. I'm deluding myself, right? Forward beats perfection. Leaders moving learn. We adjust. We inspire. Parked leaders just collect dust. Think about this. If I get down right now and I do a push-up, if I get down here and I do a push-up, how many do I get out of that? What did I learn? I learned that maybe my form was wrong. Somebody's going to correct me on that push-up I just did. If you're watching this video, you're like, oh man, his butt was in the air like a teepee, right? I don't care, right? I did it. I'm going to make adjustments. Okay, I did one. Now I need to move my hands so I get better. Okay, that hurt my arms today. I need to go further away. I need to come closer together. Whatever. You see what I'm saying? Motion beats perfection any day. If you're ready to get moving, pick up a copy of Grit, Grease, and Grace. It'll give you the fuel to lead forward. And if your team is stuck in park, let's bring Forge leadership training to get them shifting into gear. Check it out. Guys, hit me up. We'll talk to you later. Bye.